Bismillah wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. Now we will speak about the splendor in Surah Yusuf 12. The surah begins with a dream that Sayyidina Yusuf saw. O Father, I see in my dream, etc. And the surah ends with the interpretation of the dream. This is the interpretation of my dream, etc. Next in the story, the brothers of Yusuf throw him in the well. Next, before the end of the story, the brothers of Yusuf admit their mistake. Perfect symmetry. Next, in the beginning of the story, the wife of the ruler of the Aziz, where he was working, accuses him. Backward in the story, the wife of the Aziz admits that he was innocent. Going back to the beginning of the story, after she accuses him, also she invites her lady friends and they accuse him too. Going backward in the story, before she admits, they admit too that he was innocent. Going to the beginning of the story, after they both accuse him, he goes to jail. Backward in the story, before they admit that he was innocent, he got out of jail. We go back to the beginning of the story. After he goes into jail, the king sees a dream. Now, this is the middle of the story. This is episode number 6. Episode number 7, Yusuf interprets the dream of the king. What's wonderful is not only this astonishing symmetry and opposition, as we have seen, between the beginning of the story and the end of the story. What's astonishing is that the center part, the dream that the king sees and the interpretation of that dream, is exactly equivalent to the beginning of the surah, of the dream that Sayyidina Yusuf saw, and the ending of the surah of the interpretation of that dream. This superb connection between the middle part of the story and between its ending and its end is exactly as we have seen with Ayatul Kursi, Ayatul Nur, and Surah Al-Fatiha. The superb, logical symmetry that no human being can come up with, especially viewing how the Prophet ﷺ did not write and compose like we do. Let me fix this ayah here. Let me fix this part of the story here. Oh, let me do this in the verse order so I can come up with a more symmetrical story. No human being can speak like that. Of course, atheists will find hundreds of thousands of ways to evade and escape and refuse the obvious truth that we have seen. The reason is their heart knows, their mind knows for glimpses of moments, but then they shut it off. They turn off the computer. Why? Because once they accept openly to their own mind, they become responsible. They do not want that responsibility. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.